welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, and I'm here with your readings for October the 28th through November the 3rd. Now, if you are here for the first time, welcome. I'm so happy that you found my channel, and I do hope that you will come back. And if you are returning, guys, you're my heart. Thank you. I really appreciate your support and your love. I really do. Now, these readings are for the collective. They're for your sun, moon, and rising, but they're for the collective. So just take what resonates and just drop the rest. I really appreciate all the new subscribers. Thank you, guys. And all the likes and the shares and the comments. It was amazing. Thank you. I really love interacting with you. Now, these reading... Oh, so listen, they're for the collective. If you would like a personal reading, and that's what I live to give, personal readings. I really love that. Click on this link here, and that will take you to my website. You can see all the kind of different readings I offer. And what else? I have a Facebook group too. And the Facebook group is a private group. You can just request to enter to become a part of it. And I post different things up there. And every 2 weeks I do a live feed just in that group. And so whoever shows up for the live feed, we look at, their horoscope, and we see how I do it to correlate with the new moon and the full moon, whatever's happening at the time, right? So I just did one last night for the new moon in Scorpio. That was Friday night. I'm recording this on Saturday, so Sunday is the new moon. So I do that every 2 weeks, and I also answer questions with the tarot. So it's fun. We have a good time in there. People are posting positive stuff. It's really nice. So the link to that will be below. If another way to support this channel, guys, and I would really appreciate that, is through Patreon. You can click on this link. Check out my Patreon page. You can support me for as little as $1 a month, which is, I can really do a lot with that, and it'll support my creative content. There's so much more I want to do. Anyway, if you can't, that's fine. Don't worry. Like, share, comment. It's all good. So anyway, what else? These readings come in 3 sections. The intro, then there's the astrology report, and then there is the tarot card reading section. So there are skip times to all 3 in the show more section below. So if you're looking from a phone, it's a little down arrow, click on that, and you can see all the links to the other videos will be in there too. So you can skip on to, your sun, moon, and rising. So without further ado, let's go to the tarot. Sorry, not the tarot. Listen, Mercury's about to go retrograde, so communication gets messed up. That's me. I'm going to apologize in advance for any mistakes I make. So, let's go to the astrology report, shall we? Hello and welcome to the astrology report section of your reading. And we have a couple of aspects that are happening on Monday and Wednesday, but I'm not going to go over them because I went over them last week when I was talking about the new moon in Scorpio. So on Thursday, the 31st, wait for it, Mercury stations retrograde. At 11:42 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Daylight Time, actually, because we're still in daylight time. It's the summer. And that is until November the 20th when it stations direct. So listen, everyone knows about Mercury retrograde because it happens so frequently. Mercury moved into Scorpio on October the 3rd, and because of this retrograde, it will stay in Scorpio for over 2 months, roughly 2 months and a week. So it stations direct on December the 9th. So when it moves into Sagittarius. Now, think about Scorpio for a moment, right? Scorpio is deep and intense. Scorpio wants authenticity, loyalty, the truth. They are the detectives of the zodiac. They research and they dig deep to get to the root and the truth, because knowledge, right? Because knowledge gives one power. Knowledge is power, and so that's what they're searching for. Now, however, they are not so open about themselves. In fact, they're quite secretive. It takes a long time to get to know a Scorpio. So now think about Mercury, right? So Mercury is the planet of thought, process, intellect, and communication. It also kind of rules over electronics, mechanics, and short distance travel. It has been traveling. Mercury has been traveling with Venus now for a couple of months. And they've been traveling kind of neck and neck. You know, one goes first and the other one. They've been taking over, but they've been basically together since the beginning of September, I think. Now, as Mercury travels next, Venus is the planet of beauty, relationship, art, finance. So thoughts and aspirations were concentrated in those areas, with an exploration on how to control those aspects in your life, right? So, as I said before, Mercury rules electronics and mechanics and short distance travel. So when Mercury goes retrograde, things can go awry. You know, electronics can break down. You may find that you get a flat tire, something, your engine light goes on. I mean, for me, I can't even tell you, we've been in the shadow, by the way, of Mercury retrograde for about 9 or 10 days. So that means that has been in effect, right, for this long. And I have so many things I've got this kind of restaurant cappuccino machine that just went. It just went. I've had it years and years and years. And trying to get that, it weighs a ton. Trying to get that to a repair shop, forget it. Anyway, I was thinking about doing it myself, and then I rethought. But things like that go wrong. Your computer can go awry. Wi-Fi can go in and out. I may have problems uploading my videos. And also there are delays getting, like, in public transportation. So just look, give yourself extra time to get to work or to appointments, because just allow for that, margin of error that happens with Mercury retrograde. And it's better to be careful, right, than to be stressed and late. So expect delays, right? And then we also, during this time, we tend to miss the details. We kind of see the bigger picture, and we don't, we have a blind spot for details. So people say, or astrologers say, don't sign any contracts during this time, right? Well, look, this happens so often. So you can sign contracts, but you have to really search it mindfully and get several people to check off on it too. So it's like double and triple checking everything that you do, because we do have the tendency to miss things. So it's really important to do that. Now, Mercury also rules communication. So can be a lot of miscommunication. We can take things the wrong way, or we can hear something that wasn't said, but you said that. No, I didn't. Right. So, and also we can, things like when I'm speaking on these videos, I can say something I mean something else, but I've said something totally different. So that can happen. And also be careful, because this happened to me a few times. Make sure that you are sending the text to the right person, or the email. Double check the recipient of your emails and your texts. It's very important, because a lot of mistakes happen during this time. So, look, Mercury in retrograde gives us an opportunity to go over things, to, re-look at things, to purge, to release, to perhaps do some preparation work for something that we want to launch when Mercury goes direct. So it really is a good time to kind of do all the back end work, right? So this gives us an opportunity. It kind of slows us down and allows us to do that. So now on November the 1st, the very next day, Friday, November the 1st at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Daylight Time, Venus moves into Sagittarius. And this is where Venus and Mercury part ways. Venus goes back through Mercury goes back through Scorpio and Venus moves into Sagittarius. Now, when by the time Mercury goes direct and moves into Sagittarius on December 9th, Venus will be halfway through Capricorn, so it's way ahead. Now, as Venus moves into Sagittarius, she spreads her wings and flies. She's like, free at last, born free as the wind blows. I get a bit crazy, guys. I do. I sing every now and again. So she's not very comfortable in Scorpio, right? With all that intensity. But in Sagittarius, she roars. She falls in love with life. She's enthusiastic. She's agile. She's really happy. She wants to experience everything. And in relationship, she wants to share the wonders of the world with her partner. But don't get too intense with Venus in Sagittarius because she'll run away. She wants deep love with freedom. She wants the best of both worlds. If you meet someone under this aspect, you'll have a fantastic time, but you must resist the urge for possession or ownership, possessiveness, ownership or jealousy, because this will scare your lover away. Well, that's the astrological report. So let's go to your tarot reading, shall we? Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your reading for October the 28th through November the 3rd. Happy Halloween, by the way. I forgot to mention that on the intro. Excuse me. Okay. This is for Virgo. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Virgo for this coming week? Three cards. Oh, there's one already, darling. Two more cards for Virgo, please. Two more cards. Oh, nearly. There's two. One more card for Virgo, please. Oh, there was two. Seems like everyone's getting 4 cards instead of 3. Oh, wait a moment. Okay, so I didn't realize that there were 2 in there. Well, dear, you've got so many now. Like a full reading. Anyway, I'm going to let it go. Let it go. And these are clarifying cards for Virgo. You were getting tons of messages, darling. Okay. These are clarifying cards for Virgo. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Virgo through these clarifying cards? Please clarify the... Please clarify... Oh, there it is. Oh, that's so funny. Please clarify the... Okay, and the... There you go. And please clarify the... There it is. Okay. Very interesting. Okay, let's take a look at your cards, shall we? Virgo. The first card out is the Ace of Wands, clarified by the Seven of Swords. Then you have the High Priest in this deck with the Four of Swords, clarified by the Four of Wands. Then you have the the Nine of Cups, right next to the Ace of Pentacles, clarified by the Judgment card. Whoa. Okay, so the first card out for you, Virgo, is the Ace of Wands. This is a beautiful card. There's like flowers growing out at the top, and there's a butterfly. So it indicates that there's change, right? But there's an opportunity for a new start. So the Ace of Wands is like a spark that starts a flame that can turn into a blazing fire. The potential is amazing. So this is like an idea that's going to create, abundance in some way. But clarifying it is the Seven of Swords. Now, 7 means introspective, but this means that something is not, or someone is not who they seem to be. So perhaps somebody is coming to you with an idea, but they're not representing who they are. They are, they're kind of not telling the truth, or they're not being completely honest, let's put it that way, and they're within your midst. So just be aware of that. It's something that it can be really small. It can just somebody's not kind of revealing something to you that would be helpful for you to know. Or someone is taking advantage of you, like you could be helping them and they are totally taking advantage of you. And but you know what they say, no one can take advantage of us unless we allow them to, or, at least when we find out anyway. So it's really important to listen to your gut feeling. You're going to know who or what situation this is, but look out for it. All right. The next card you have is the High Priest. He's like the Hierophant. This is like trusting that everything is happening for a reason. It's going back to your faith. It's really kind of, it's really putting your faith, that like instead of being in fear, put yourself, like trust. I nearly lost my glasses there. Trust that everything's going to happen, that everything's going to be okay in the end. Right? So it's so funny because if it's not okay, then it's not the end. I've heard that. That's a great quote. I love. Now, next to this, look, this represents the Holy Trinity, what he's holding, Virgo. So this is kind of, look, it's about getting in touch with your mind, body, and spirit. It's about being in touch with your intuition, with your psychic ability. We all have it. And trust your gut. And look, this is right next to it. You've got the Four of Swords, which means kind of exhaustion. This is mental and physical exhaustion. You've got to sleep. You've got to have enough sleep. You've got to stop trying to save the world, Virgo. Because I feel that you're trying to save the world. And look, clarifying it is the Four of Wands. So you've got this, you're going to complete something that you feel very proud of. This can be a small project, or it can be, a work project. And it's you've built a foundation and you're quite proud of what you've done. You've done a lot and you've completed something that you feel good about. But you must remember to get enough sleep, drink, hydrate enough. You've got to take care of yourself, because I've got this feeling that you're not taking care of yourself. And you've got 2 more cards here. One of them is the 9 of Cups, and that's wishes and dreams come true, right? This is celebration. I feel that you've got a couple of celebratory cards here. So this is about celebrating what's good in your life, focusing on that. This is an opportunity. This is something new coming in for you. I feel that this is an opportunity. Look, you've got the Judgment card. Things are going to come up for you. And this is very Pluto, and it's very, Scorpio. There's a lot of scorpionic energy right now. And this is about things coming up and you having to deal with them. Sometimes this is a call to duty for your life purpose. Most of you, Virgos, are engaged in your life purpose. Your life purpose is to help humanity, and you are there at the front gates helping everyone. But for those of you who aren't, it is a wake-up call. It's like, come on, get on it. We need you. We need you to engage yourself in your life purpose and come out. Do what you're meant to do. Do what feeds your soul. That's what I'm getting. I feel that there's definitely celebration. I would just say when the 9 of Cups comes in, just don't stay at the party too long. That's all I'll say. But I feel that things are kind of turning a corner for you. But really look into what feeds your soul. What makes you feel good? And what are you compelled to share with others? And just watch out for this one, who's not being completely honest with you. Virgo, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it with friends, family, neighbors, co-workers, social media. Comment. I live for comments and feedback. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.